Hello, and welcome back to Kyber Codex. Tonight, we've got another lightsaber demo and overview. We're going to be taking a look at another one of my custom installs. This is a TXQ Darksaber V2, designed by Laredo Sabers. And I'm not going to be doing a full review of this hilt, because I've actually already got a full review of the TXQ Darksaber earlier on this channel. This one has been gutted and reinstalled with a Proffieboard V3.9 in a chassis that was designed by SG Saber Design. I did make some modifications to the chassis before I printed it, which we'll go over when we get the chassis out. It's got the same one-button setup that the stock TXQ Darksaber uses. The chassis is still retained using the screw in this greebly down here by the grip. It does only have 7 pins in the PCB instead of 10 now. And it uses a custom PCB that was designed also by SG Saber Design and included with the chassis files when I purchased them on his Etsy. So to get at the chassis, you just got to take out this little Allen screw. And then you pull on the D-ring here. It's a little tight. Alright, so you just take that screw out and pull on the D-ring. And that exposes your removable chassis. I'm going to have to apply a little more E6000 to this emitter here. But it's a fully removable chassis with a kill switch, a protected 18650 keep power battery, spring side negative facing the speaker. There's a 22mm VECO speaker housed inside the pommel here, as well as a pixel ring with 9 pixels from the Saber Merchant. I modified the chassis to accept a stock Custom Works Switch-Pixel PCB with 2 NeoPixels on it that will shine through on the button here. The main chassis is printed in PLA and was painted with detail metal color by Hobby Mio. And then the emitter section was printed in silver Bamboo Lab ABS. So let's take a look at it.
In order for her to wield the Darksaber again, she would need to defeat you in combat.
So all the data lines are independent. The blade, the switch PCB, and the pommel accent ring all act independently. It's a really nice chassis design too. I have to commend SG Saber Design. I really love the grip section here. The design cues feel very reminiscent of the grips of the Darksaber right around the switch section. And then this design here, fantastic. And then SG Saber Design in Arabesh. This is the second chassis from SG Saber Design that I've purchased the files for, printed and installed, and I really enjoyed this. It's very straightforward and easy to install. You'd think building the NeoPixel emitter, like 3D printing it and building it yourself, might be intimidating, but it's actually super straightforward. He made it very easy. The wire channels, very easy to get everything through. Very easy to fit the board in here. It's a nice friction fit. The solution for holding a speaker and an accent pixel, and then all mounting into the pommel and attaching to the main chassis, really intelligently designed. This is a great chassis design, and I don't have enough good things to say about it. And it does work with the TXQ Darksaber blade with no modifications. So let's get this put back in the hilt, throw the blade in there, And we'll just take a quick look at it with maybe 1 or 2 blade styles, since I've already done a full demo of one of these. And then we'll come back, get my final thoughts on the install as a whole, and finish things off.
The Darksaber, it belongs to you.
Alright, so there you have it. Nice quick look at a custom reinstall of TXQ's Darksaber V2 designed by Laredo Sabers. Here, since I didn't already show that, here's a good look at the Switch-Pixel PCB and the pixel ring. Ultimately, like I said, I don't really have enough great things to say about SG Saber Design's chassis for this. It was a really fun, straightforward install. It's really great that we can now get these with actual controllable pixels in the switch and get some accent lighting in the pommel. I'm half tempted to try and wedge a quartz crystal in there somehow to be viewable through the pommel, like in my Cal Kestis hilt. But the VECO speaker was all I could really fit in there and still have the pixel ring wired up through there, since the pixel ring's housed farther down than the speaker. And I kind of worry that putting a quartz crystal in there would muffle the sound even more. I did lose a little bit of volume on this compared to a stock TXQ install going to the VECO speaker, but I think that was a fair trade-off for the extra pixels. As a whole, like I said, I've always liked the TXQ Darksaber. It's been one of my favorite hilts since the first time I ever got to hold one. So getting to do this kind of install on it was really cool. It was a really fun chassis to build. I really enjoyed getting to do like a Beskar style paint finish on it. Overall, I'm quite satisfied with how this install turned out. So if you're interested in getting an install like this or on any other empty saber you have, or if you need any weathering work or paint work done, just shoot me a DM on here or any of my other social media. My commissions are open. Otherwise, thank you so much for just stopping by and watching this video. Have a great rest of your day, and may the Force be with you.